Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko number EXT3BDG. This is a 3-inch extension and a BDG, Bright Dip Gold, that is used on a variety of Pemko thresholds. I have the catalog opened up over here on this monitor, and you can also get access to that catalog as well by clicking on the link below this video to the manufacturer's page and then click Product Catalog. And you can search the catalog for EXT3 and you'll find the page where these extensions are located, and also be in that section to review all the different thresholds that are compatible with these extensions. If you've got this sort of a feature that would mate to the back side of this hook, you ought to find complete compatibility. I've had people ask me if it's compatible with Masonite. I have not heard of an instance when it was not. I think someone has asked me if Pella was compatible, because Masonite and Pella aren't making these thresholds. They're sourced from somewhere, and I've found compatibility with that as well. But as you study this backside profile, and take note of the little hook that's here as well. And if your threshold looks like, let's say for instance, the 95518 from Pemko, the leading edge looks like that with the trough area that this might nest into, or I should say the quarter circle area, it's very likely this is going to work. You'll just want to be sure perhaps at the bottom of your threshold has the provision for that hook to snap into. Okay. Now this is the 3-inch version, and not common 3-inch really. Most common will be 3/4 inch. Those are very common. Probably more common would be 2-inch, then the 3/4 inch, and then lastly the 3-inch model. And that's the length of the extension that this will give you from where it connects to the threshold. So not, of course, including the detail back here. And the leading threshold height is 1/2 inch, and this is going to give you the ability to go from 1/2 inch down to the leading edge, which is about 3/16 of an inch. This is going to be available in all of the finishes that a Pemko threshold will be available in. Your A for mill aluminum finish, D for dark bronze, G for gold, BDG for bright dip gold, certainly satin nickel as well. I stand corrected. There is no G for gold. It's only bright dip gold. There is a matte gold, just G in the part number. Then there's BDG. This is more reflective and shinier than the matte sort of gold color, but this would be complementary to polished brass hardware. And if you have a threshold ultimately provided by Pemko, it couldn't be G because they don't make that G threshold. They only have bright dip gold. Okay, this is listed in the website in lots of different lengths, everything from 2 foot to 8 foot. You can have any length that you want. We just don't list longer than 8 foot because the cost to ship it is generally prohibitive, and you don't find residential doors generally that are wider than 8 foot with side lights. Why would you use an extension? Well, because you've got a threshold that's about 4 13/16 or 5 3/4. And you simply have an 8-inch deep frame and you want to fill more of that space. So an extension will be very common. Plus, you might certainly want to have, if you have a door with side lights, and let's say the jam depth is 5-inch, but you've only got a 4 11/16 wide threshold. I'm using rough numbers. I don't have them memorized, but very close to that. You're not going to want your jam, your mullion from the door frame with the side lights to rest down onto the sill. You'll see mullions that are going to be cut to compensate against the 5-degree profile on top of the sill extension. These are not installed with mechanical fasteners. They're generally held down with construction adhesive. At least that's how I've always seen them. As is the threshold backing up. It's not, the residential thresholds are not installed with mechanical fasteners. They're generally used as structural members of the frame to begin with, where they're screwed in and built as the bottom structural member of the frame. And then extensions are best snapped on or installed prior to installation, because that hook profile on the bottom, you kind of have to hyperextend the extension down, but you have to get it to click in. So it's best off doing that prior to the installation of the door and frame. Okay, 3/4, 2-inch, and 3-inch, all the lengths, the different finishes as discussed, and that's it. Finally, again, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Pemko products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Pemko EXT3BDG sill extension or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.